have video footage of the Carmelo incident that they never presented in court, and they just had a press conference of the people who seen the video.
Of course. From either 2 minutes before the stabbing or 11 minutes before. So I chose 11 minutes. From the moment she pressed play, Carmelo Anthony was already sitting up underneath that canopy, and he was sitting there for at least 8 to 9.5 minutes. You see, well, I saw a boy in a black hoodie go over to him first, and then they left out of the tent, and then you see coming across the field was another 6 boys. When they got to the bleachers, one, he went out of frame, and the other one sat at the bottom. But the remaining 4, they went directly to Carmelo.
I'm going to turn the volume up.
And like T said before, it was a brief conversation, and then all you see is commotion. And we know from the interviews that Hunter did, we know that Hunter was, in fact, up underneath that tent. The next thing you see, you can see Carmelo, in the midst of them assaulting him, you can see Carmelo trying to back out, but he gets pulled back forward. The next thing you see is Carmelo, he comes shooting out the back, but he's still not standing. And he had to like kind of crab crawl backwards, and he had to like jerk away from them because they still had a hold of his hoodie. He goes up a couple bleachers and he's looking around for which way to go. He runs diagonally down the bleachers and then he falls. At the time of him falling, that's when I noticed another 3 boys coming down the bleachers chasing after him. But once Carmelo got up, he took off. You didn't see him for the rest of the video. At no point
She
in that
saw
video,
the actual video.
Hunter holding his brother?
No.
At no point in that video do you see those boys ever going back to the tent and sitting down.
So that completely disputes. Oh, he passed away in his arms. He wasn't holding them. She saw the official video, y'all.
Lie. And I also have questions. I don't know how the defense did not play that video, because when you see that video, it was self-defense. Carmelo was only 5'8", 130.
She said that athletic boys was chasing Carmelo around for 11 minutes. These weren't like, the kids that sit in a room all day and play games or live stream.
Right.
These were athletes that chased Carmelo around for 11 minutes before the stabbing even took place.
See?
How come this video wasn't even presented to the courtroom?
And y'all got to think about it, right? Every time they want to show a black person in a certain light, they have no problem with showing the video. Like the video of that crazy black dude that's, that white woman in the neck on the bus. They showed that video with no problem. Why they can't show this video? Because we know why.
And the testimonies of these witnesses was so far off from the video that they thought the video was an incident of something else. Now it makes sense. That's why they probably didn't present the video in the courtroom, because it would have destroyed their testimonies. It would have destroyed the prosecution argument.
Right.
I think that's why. And are we surprised that there is video footage of it? Because this is a high school. These are teenagers. We're living in a media era, right? Everybody pull out their phones for anything, especially a confrontation, a conflict. And I got to say, you know how Charlemagne of the Breakfast Club be like, what is it? Donkey of the week, donkey of the day, whatever. Aside from the defense attorney, Eddie Perrell, you received the donkey of the week, bro. Because what are you talking about? You supposed to have took the stand and support Carmelo team and told the truth. And you went up there with a faulty ass testimony, bro. This straight up lie, saying that there was no reason for Carmelo to pull out his tool, right? Just lie, bro. That's why they didn't present the video, because I feel like the video would have proved that it was self-defense. They need to leak the video, though. They need to leak the video. This was malpractice, and this is not the last of we're going to hear of the Carmelo Anthony case.
You see, this is the original video. This is from the guy, and he possibly is the one that's exposing it, because he saw the original video, right? Before they try to doctor it up and everything. I'm going to let it play, and we'll give y'all the commentary. It's about 4 minutes.
The video was on 2 hours. Was it clear enough, or was it fuzzy, or what?
No, it was clear. It was clear enough to where you can see the actual individual raindrops come by the cameras.
Okay.
That's how clear it is. You actually see them walking up. You see that Carmelo is already up under there. He's under there minding his business.
Dodging the rain, or?
Yeah, it was still raining.
Right.
I'm from Louisville. So that day we were under a tornado watch.
Right.
And we were under thunderstorm warning. And we know we had already had some light rain then, and it started raining again, then it was over with for the day.
Okay.
So that's kind of what happened on that day. But they were at a rain delay already. And so during that time when that happened, the twins, their two buddies, and a few other kids, because there was a few kids involved with them, they were all coming from the direction of the middle school, coming walking back up.
Right.
On the video, you can see those 4 that actually was involved, and maybe about 3 or 4 others that was with them, skipping up, trying to catch up behind. One veered off probably toward his way to go to the coach and kind of distract them a little bit. And then the other 4 came walking together. One went in front of them, went past.
Right.
The other 4 went and they surrounded Carmelo. You know, if you're Carmelo,
And they showed that on that video.
it's on the video.
Okay, come on.
You can see them walk
I'm gonna
up.
say little
And
stuff.
I'll put
while
it
you
this
talking.
way.
Okay.
They actually tell you when you're watching the video, pay attention to this corner right here, because if you look anywhere else, you might miss different things.
Okay.
So watch those 4. Here they're 4 right there coming up.
Right.
That's exactly what they say.
Okay.
And so you have no way to be confused that it's those 4.
Okay.
So they come up, they surround them, and this immediate moment of not even a few seconds of pause, then that's when they jump. And so
So
it
they
was,
actually did jump him.
yeah, it wasn't just no touch. It wasn't just all that moment. Yeah, it was a push. It was all kind of things. But Austin pushed, Hunter hit, and then everybody swung. But at the same time,
So it's more
Carmelo,
than it's more than the twins that got some licks
all
on them.
4.
So it showed that in the video.
Yes, in the video. So again, you have Hunter and Austin standing in the middle,
Okay.
and you have the light bright boy here, and you have the darker boy here.
Okay.
I think that's where I remember. So I have to go back and think about it. But that's where they were. One was going up and down while they were talking, and kind of pushing or whatever he was doing. Austin and Hunter was in front. So where they're talking about grabbing bags, Hunter actually said that I grabbed his bag.
Right.
And then later on, he said that Austin threw the bag.
Okay.
Jeff also said the same thing. And so that's them both antagonizing. And we know under Texas law, I just have the fear that you're about to do something to me and you can get up out of here.
Right.
Yeah, so you don't have to touch me. But at that point, he still stood there and stopped there. And whatever they say alleged was said, you don't know that until they get into it here. But once they did that, they started hitting him. Carmelo actually was able to back out and try to get away. So he was actually trying to get away the first time. Austin grabbed him, and you can see his hoodie coming out like this, and they brought him back in.
Okay.
And when they brought him back in, that's when you can see Austin put him in a headlock. You can see that all the rest of them are still hitting. That must be when the poke happened, because he was able to get out again. He backed out. He looked to the right. That's where the other little kid was filming, because they got some cell phone footage too. But that's where he was filming. He looked directly at him in his camera, and then he went this way to the left. He went down. He fell. And that's when they realized he was gone, because they were still punching. And when he fell, that's when they all turned around. They started chasing him. Austin tried to go chase him too, but he grabbed his chest. I guess he realized that something happened to him. And that's when he went down a little bit and he fell down. But all 3 of them were chasing. But Carmelo was so fast, he got away and went around to the coach. And so you can see them on the video pointing toward Carmelo and the coach. And I can imagine, because Carmelo's out of the camera on that moment, that he was telling the coach what happened. And then that's when Hunter said he whipped his head around. That's a true statement. He just wasn't sitting when he did it. He whipped his head around. You see him on the video. And that's when he walked over to where Austin was, but he never touched him. So all that stuff about him rendering aid and holding his heart, and he never did that, because the coach grabbed him and he was holding him. So at the end of the day, that's kind of where the moment
the
was.
second
But they
person
did
that said
assault
that after
him.
they seen the video.
And we'll just play the game. Even if it was just a push, you still assaulted him, because it was unwanted. By your own definition and your word of him saying that leave me alone and I'm not going, you assaulted him, period. But they did beat him. And if you look at the, not the photo that Fox 4 put out, because that was one that they actually edited. I have the emails to prove it. But the actual Collin County one, you can see the webs and stuff on his eye. You can see the bridge of his nose is swollen. You can see the webs under his neck. And so that's the reason why they edited the one from,
Of course, they cleaned the picture up.
from Fox. They kind of airbrushed it. And you can see they put the locks of his hair that got taken out as well.
Fox is not credible for anything at all. The fact that they even doctored up the mugshot photo to show that he wasn't assaulted when he was, I'm going to say it like this. Number one, okay? His account and what he literally said when he saw the video from him and this woman here in the beginning of the video, right? It's too detailed and it's too similar. They don't even know each other. So Miss me if you try to come in here and say they're lying. Nobody lies that easily but you. That's truth. There wasn't no and it was nothing. They're talking fluid about what they saw. They saw truth. Again, I ask you and I challenge anybody. Why is it they can release a video of a black guy, a mentally ill black guy, one of y'all on the bus, they show that video with no problem, but they won't show this one. Even if they don't show the graphic part, show the video. Miss me with that. Don't come here trying to defend it, because everything about this case says it's wrong and it's foul. You cannot defend that. You cannot sit here and say that boy didn't have a right to defend himself. I don't care what your excuse is. The laws in Texas are clear cut. You can't say, hey, they have a right to defend themselves, but y'all don't. Show the video. Show the video. Unless you have evidence of this video to disapprove what they said when they actually seen the video, shit. Charleston White even changed his whole tone after he saw the video. Charleston White changed his tone. Bro, nah. No. I'm going to tell you like this. I'm going to block you. Don't even come over here with that shit. Go ahead. Just keep it moving. Because this ain't for you. They got that video. They need to release that video. They need to release that video. You got Mr. Eddie Pereira getting up on the stand lying. Like, bro, nah, son. Everything about this case stinks, and he didn't have a fair trial. You can say what you want to say, right? You don't tell people how to react when you put their hands on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't. That's one of the main morals we grow up with. Keep your hands to yourself. Like, come on. Why would these people be lying about something like that? Like that's like I said, that's not nothing that we don't just lie about stuff just to lie. That stuff y'all do. Y'all trying to protect supremacy. That's what this is about. It don't matter what Karmelo could have did in that situation. You got people saying, "Oh, well, he was asked 15 times." So if you're not an adult telling me to do it, I don't care what you ask me. I don't have people ask me a million things when I was a teenager to move. Hey, you need to go. If you're not an adult, you better not put your hands on me. If he was asked 15 times. So they weren't even supposed to be at the track meet. They were suspended. He was asked to come under the tent. According to their account, he was underneath that tent for 8 to 9 minutes before those two came over. He was already chatting with this so-called kid that went turncoat on him on the stand. Bro, I'm telling you, look, people, do not engage with these ignorant people, bro. Do not engage with them. It's not worth it. You're arguing with dumb people. Do not engage with these dumb people. It don't matter what you say. The evidence, the video can come out and they can see it clear as day. They're still going to find an excuse. They're still going to find a reason because they want that black child guilty. That's all it is. Now, had the shoe been on the other foot, this wouldn't have been the whole case. This shit would have been over when it first started. Oh, well, the black kid was the aggressor. Carmelo was an A student, honors, captain of all his teams. He was volunteering that day, actually, and contributing. These two kids were suspended. In the week prior, he beat his dad up. They come from the broken home, not Carmelo. But that's not how the news. I can't stand the news, bro. I can't stand news media. Big shouts outs to every single person that's keeping us up to date on all of this information, bro. Like I said, I originally did not want to tap back into this case because I'm too emotionally invested. This shit is not right. I literally just had to explain to my two kids yesterday at how unfair this is in America for them, and it's a two-tier justice system. It's not fair. And I tell mine, you do whatever you got to do to get home. Don't let nobody just think they can do what they want to you. I go down with you. Ain't no way you finna sit here and tell us that somebody can do something, but somebody else can't do the same thing. The laws are different, apparently, right? He would still be here had he kept his hands to himself. He could have talked all kind of, he could have made all kind of threats. Had he not got into that boy's space, his personal space, he would still be here today. So for the people that always like to say, hey, you guys are accountable. How are we not accountable? The boy admitted that he did it off rip. That's accountability. What you're doing is failing to keep yourselves accountable. He shouldn't have never touched him. He should have went and got an adult. He tried to take it upon his hands, upon his own hands to jam. That's the move everybody keeps saying a football move. It's called a jam. It's where you grab and you push and extend. That's a jam. That's a lineman move. They were linemen. Okay? Now, I don't know about you. I've been jammed before. That shit gonna send you backwards. Had he not touched that boy, he would still be here today. Had he had better self-control, he would still be here today. Had he had not been a historic bully, which is a known fact, he will still be here today. And also, too, his brother's an accessory to his own murder. I like how they just skipped over that. And his brother died helping him to bully someone else. He's an accessory to his own murder. Again, I'm going to say this clearly, right? Don't answer to these ignorant people. They're going to get in the comments. The bot's going to come. The racist going to come. Don't even answer them. If you are a moderator of the channel, delete it. No, I don't even delete it. Just block them from the channel. Flat out. We not investing no more energy into ignorant people. Racist, ignorant, obtuse individuals will not get no light. We're not doing it. If you don't have an articulate position, which is pretty much, you can't even have a different opinion on this. If they won't show the video, how can you sit here and tell people that allegedly seen the video that it's not true? You can't. You can't. Not your ass sitting on your computer 2,000 miles at home telling somebody that's actually present that saw it that they didn't see it. Shut up. And that's the problem too, man. Everybody got an opinion these days, right? And nobody wants to go with the actual facts. The fact is, he will still be here had he practiced self-control. Had he not put his hands on him. Had he was responsible enough to go get an adult. No, but y'all tried to jump him. Come on, man. We not doing that. I'm going to let this go because I can go on for 30 minutes talking about this shit. But y'all out of pocket. Stop lying so much. Stop lying. Y'all willing to throw a kid's whole life away because one of yours could not control himself and not put his hands on people. Ask his father. He beat his own daddy up. Blacked his eye the week before. Yeah. They come from the broken home. Carmelo don't. Loving family, hardworking father. Never been in trouble up until that point. Miss me with that shit, man. Ayo, Bassel TV. Like, comment, be respectful in the comments, man. I'm not playing. See y'all in the next one. Peace.